Right, good morning everyone, welcome back. Today we are here in Cinderella Park in Boksburg. We are going to repair a Centurion D5 Evo sliding gate motor which was damaged by lightning. Apart from that, we have some wear and tear issues like the steel gate wheels and their bearings which are worn out. And then obviously the steel rack is forcing down onto the gate motor pinion gear, which is causing quite a heavy gate, and it's causing premature failure of the gate motor system. So let's quickly start off with the steel gate wheels and the bearings, and then the steel gate rail, and then we'll look at the internals of the gate motor. Why? Stay tuned. Just shows you yeah, we lifted the gate up and it spun quite nicely, and then we decided let's quickly have a look. We know the rear gate wheel bearings are worn out, so it's useless replacing just a gate wheel bearing. Rather do the whole set, and then you get this. Okay, so we're going to fit new bearings into this steel gate wheel. Right, if you look at this steel pin that was in the gate motor steel wheel, or the steel sliding gate wheel, you can see it's worn off, and that already allows the gate to sit 0.5 millimeter down. So we will be fitting in new steel pins. Here's the new bearings. You can see them factory filled grease. Looks like much, but it's not much. So our front steel gate wheel is in. We're now going to remove the rear steel gate wheel. And these are the things that you need to plan for. This anti-lift bracket, we will have to cut that off, because currently we can only lift the steel gate wheel 3 millimeters off the track, and that's not going to give us enough space to work with. So we'll have to cut this bracket off. That will allow us to lift the steel sliding gate so we can get the rear steel gate wheel removed. Right, I'm doing this to show you guys that we're not manufacturing problems. So what I've done is I've cut the steel pin off on the side here, and then we've knocked it out, and then the wheel fell down to the ground like that. Okay, a non-existent bearing. That one still has a cover on it. Cool. So guys, there you can see all of the old bearings, steel gate wheel bearings, came out of the steel wheels. This is the rear steel wheel, got 2 new bearings for it, and then we have the new shaft. So we cut the shaft shorter, and then we spot welded onto the steel gate wheel cages, because we don't have the facilities on site in order to cut circlip grooves into the steel rod like this. God, our gate is running like a dream. But when just looking, this bracket was completely broken off. Like this bracket. You can see that the welding and the track is separated completely. This one's also broken off. Currently we should actually have made a video to show how difficult the gate was to move, and now you only need 2 fingers. This shows you what a set of bearings makes to the sliding gate system. Right, from my experience, when welding breaks off like that, it means that there wasn't enough penetration into the 2 metals, because that's a clean break and the other 2 were also clean breaks. So that's the last one that I need to weld. But on my welds there's enough penetration, it's not going to break off. Right, let's quickly show you the difference between us and other installers. So yes, the 2 posts were cut apart in order to fit the electric fence, but nothing was placed in between the steel posts to allow them to be sturdy. So if we weld this bracket in like this, I'm just going to open the gate by hand and watch the post. You can see how the post is bending open and closed. So, let's show you what we're gonna do. Right, this is what we've done. We've secured the 2 steel gate posts together with the steel angle iron. And now you can see that if I rip the gate motor, sliding gate towards me and away from me, there's no swaying of this steel post. Let's just get to the other side, you can have a look there. So it's not going to go anywhere. We're just going to paint that. Since we've been on site, we have not opened the gate motor. First, it's about the installation. Get that right, and then we can start doing the electronic repairs. I'm just going to remove the gate motor cover and then check the steel gate rail spacing between the gate motor pinion gear and the steel gate rail. So what we check is we're checking for the alignment of the steel gate rail onto the gate motor steel pinion gear. Then we're checking for spacing. So if we just wiggle the gate there, you can see there's a spacing. So everything is right, and we're just going to stop there and we can check. Okay, the origin marker, max reach reader, that this clearance distance is good. So we've run through the whole gate, everything is 100%. And the startup sections, both of them have steel brackets on, so it's well reinforced. We're going to now rip out the electronics and replace what's damaged by the lightning. Here we have a brand new Centurion power supply, and we've set the battery charging voltage to 13.94. When we initially tested it, it was quite low, 13.21 volts DC, which is too low. So you have to make sure that your battery charging voltage is correct. Right, let's quickly get everything in. Got to do some cleaning up inside the gate motor. Just clean the DOS disc area and check the gate motor oil level. Here's the dipstick. Just removed it from the gearbox, and there you can see the oil level. Great stuff. You can see this electrical cable. How the copper wires are exposed. You can see this electrical joint where the earth wire broke off. Yeah. Let's show you what we do. So this is what we did. We soldered wires onto the initial wire, insulated them, and we're using a flexible wire, which is much easier to work with than these old hard wires where with vibration you can get it that it vibrates out of the power supply plug, the green plug there, and you're sitting with intermittent problems. Because when you open the gate motor, you see power is there. And. So yeah, there's no risk of electrical shock on my joints. Right guys, as you can see, we're done with the repairs. Steel gate wheels have new bearings fitted to them. The steel rack spacing between it and the gate motor pinion gear is correct. The new components are in. Battery charging voltage is set. Anti-lift bracket is in and painted. Ground track welded and painted. Let us quickly test it. Check how smoothly it's running. I'll just pan closer so you can see the 3 ground brackets. It was broken, which we welded and painted. So yeah, another successful repair on a Centurion D5 Evo 12 volt sliding gate motor. This gate motor is a 2017 model, which means it's basically 8 years old, and it will last another 15 years easily, as long as we can get parts and as long as it's maintained correctly. So guys, you know what to do. Give Potty a call, 083 778 2288. Check us out on smartgates.co.za. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of the support. Because this is what you want when someone or a specialist comes and they repair your gate motor system. Don't want the jack. Interesting aspect, the client said to me the other day, Says when you look into the bakkie, says you can trust the installer because it's all old and worn. It's not all brand new with labels on it. Yeah, that's it, guys.